There's a topic that consistently goes unaddressed, and that is the natural deceleration of your visual and cognitive processes after the age of 60. I'm focusing here on the common daily experiences, not pathological conditions. Think about those moments, waking up with that frustratingly blurred sight that takes a full 10 minutes to fully resolve, walking into a different room and the reason for being there simply vanishing from your mind, or experiencing that burning eye strain after staring at a screen for mere minutes. These are not imaginary issues, they are fundamentally real. It's more than just the passage of time, and crucially, it is not a decline you are simply destined to accept. Consider this piece of information that may genuinely surprise you. Groundbreaking research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging has revealed that over 92% of individuals aged 65 and above are deficient in at least one essential nutrient required for the crucial nighttime repair of the eyes and brain. Notice I said while sleeping, not during the day. This startling reality means that night after night, your body is effectively lacking the vital components it needs to rebuild your memory pathways and refresh your chronically tired, dry eyes. Yet, this fact is largely ignored. I'm Dr. William Lee. If this is your initial visit to my channel, I truly appreciate you tuning in, and I urge you to subscribe if your priority is living a life that is sharper, longer, and stronger after you hit 60. Today, we are diving deep into the world of fresh drinks, but specifically, four distinct natural juices that scientific evidence now confirms can literally power up your brain and vision while your body rests. We're discussing only real foods, no pills, no synthetic supplements. They simply need to be blended in the correct manner and consumed at the optimal time. While it sounds incredibly straightforward, the results are nothing short of transformative. I have personally observed patients move from suffering from significant memory gaps and digital screen fatigue to waking up feeling entirely rejuvenated, seeing with perfect clarity, and recalling information more easily, all by integrating the right juice into their evening schedule. Let me take you through the internal mechanisms and the powerful impact these four juices can have for you. We'll begin with the first one, which is likely the most recognizable. If I were asked to pinpoint a single juice that older adults consistently overlook, it would undeniably be carrot juice. This should absolutely not be the case. Carrot juice stands out as one of the few natural beverages that provides direct nourishment to both your retina and your prefrontal cortex, which is the brain's crucial hub for memory and focused attention. The mechanism is fascinating. Carrots are packed with beta carotene, a compound your system efficiently converts into vitamin A. This vitamin is absolutely critical for sustaining the health of your retina, particularly the photoreceptor cells that are responsible for enabling clear vision in dim or low light conditions. A shortage of vitamin A causes these cells to begin to deteriorate, manifesting in night blindness, overall blurred vision, and ocular dryness, all widely reported issues among older individuals. However, that's just half the story. Carrot juice also contains high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids scientifically verified to shield the macula, the small central part of your retina, essential for sharp central vision. These substances do more than simply halt further damage. They actively assist the eye in recovering from oxidative stress accumulated from years of digital screen exposure and UV radiation. Now, let's shift to the brain's function. Carrot juice is rich in falcarinol, a naturally occurring plant compound demonstrated to safeguard neuronal membranes and decrease inflammation within brain tissue. A major study featured in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience in 2021 found that the daily consumption of a beta carotene rich juice enhanced working memory and improved cognitive recall among seniors over 65, particularly those displaying the initial signs of cognitive decline. In that same investigation, for instance, participants who consumed 250 milliliters of carrot juice every morning for 8 weeks recorded a measurable 13% improvement on visual recall tests compared to the control group. That percentage might seem small until you realize it represents the vital difference between struggling to remember your neighbor's name and being able to instantly recall the location of your house keys. Here is the most crucial detail. Unlike a number of other juices, carrot juice is fat soluble. This means your body is able to absorb its nutrients most effectively when it is consumed alongside a healthy source of fat, such as a teaspoon of pure olive oil or a small portion of walnuts. Therefore, if you intend to incorporate carrot juice into your daily plan, here is my professional recommendation. Prepare it freshly squeezed in the morning. Use approximately 2 to 3 medium sized carrots, peel them, and put them through the juicer. You can include a thin slice of ginger for a bit of warmth or a squeeze of lemon to boost your vitamin C. The most important part, however, is to drink it along with your breakfast. Choose something that contains a healthy fat. Even just a simple piece of whole grain toast topped with avocado can significantly enhance the absorption. When your body receives the proper fuel, your eyes become alert, your mind gains clarity, and your entire day starts to feel fundamentally different. Stay tuned because up next is a deeply pigmented red juice that may be even more potent, especially for those dealing with mental sluggishness or poor circulation. It's intense, it has an earthy quality, and its effects are remarkably quick. Let's be candid. Most people over the age of 60 don't immediately associate blood flow with concerns like memory loss or blurry eyesight, but they absolutely should, because without a robust and steady circulatory system, both your brain and your eyes are deprived of the one essential substance they rely on for survival: oxygen. This is precisely where beet juice steps in. Beets are an exceptional source of dietary nitrates. Once you ingest the beet juice, these nitrates undergo a conversion process in your body, turning them into nitric oxide, a natural signaling molecule that prompts your blood vessels to relax and expand. This necessary biological mechanism is known as vasodilation. Its importance cannot be overstated because as your blood vessels widen, a greater volume of oxygen rich blood is delivered to both your brain and your retina, supplying the vital energy these organs need for their nightly repair cycles. A clinical study documented in the Nitric Oxide Journal in 2020 established that older adults who drank beet juice daily showed a major improvement in cerebral blood flow, particularly within the frontal lobe, the region responsible for complex functions like attention, decision making, and short term memory. The same study also demonstrated that after a brief period of only 4 weeks, the participants exhibited faster reaction times and better concentration during demanding cognitive assessments. Regarding your vision, nitric oxide also serves a critical protective function. It actively supports the intricate vascular network of the retina, helping to prevent the microscopic vascular damage that is a known precursor to age related macular degeneration. Another research paper published in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics in 2019 confirmed that the enhanced nitric oxide production resulting from beet juice intake helped maintain the thickness of the retina and lessened oxidative stress in the aging subjects tested. What I find most impressive about beet juice is the rapid nature of its action. Unlike fat soluble compounds, which require time for proper absorption, the body begins producing nitric oxide from the beet juice within 30 minutes of consumption. This translates to sharper focus, improved circulation, and clearer vision, often observed within the same day. Naturally, individual outcomes will vary, but if you have been experiencing mental fatigue, or if your eyes tend to feel weary, dull, or strained by the mid afternoon, this specific juice might be the organic boost your system has been waiting for. So here is my recommended way to consume it. Use one raw medium-sized beet, peel it, slice it, and juice it alongside a small apple or half an orange to help offset its characteristic earthy taste. Drink it specifically during the afternoon hours, ideally between 2 and 4 p.m., which is when most people typically feel that characteristic drop in physical energy and mental clarity. You could also pair this with a brisk, short walk to maximize the blood flow benefit. But even consumed on its own, it possesses tremendous power. Just a single serving per day ensures your brain and eyes receive the oxygenated blood they desperately require. Now, we transition to a completely different source of power, one that functions at the cellular level, actively rebuilding and safeguarding your neural and retinal cells. Next on our list is the deep purple juice that most people consistently bypass: blueberry juice. While certain foods only offer protection, others actually assist in regenerating what the effects of time and age have diminished. Blueberry juice achieves both. Blueberries are recognized as one of nature's most concentrated sources of anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants that not only combat systemic inflammation, but also stimulate a process called neurogenesis. In plain terms, this means they actively encourage your body to generate new brain cells. This isn't mere theory. A landmark investigation featured in the Journals of Gerontology Series A in 2020 demonstrated that elderly participants who consumed wild blueberry juice daily for 12 consecutive weeks showed significant advancements in memory recall, processing speed, and the activation of neural circuits as detected by MRI scans. Researchers attributed these favorable effects to the anthocyanins' capability to penetrate the protective blood brain barrier, mitigate oxidative stress specifically in the hippocampus, and boost brain derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a key protein that aids the survival and growth of brain cells. For the eyes, blueberry juice delivers an equally powerful effect. Anthocyanins protect the retinal ganglion cells, which are fundamental for transmitting visual signals from the eye to the brain's processing centers. In fact, a study published in Molecular Vision in 2019 established that the consistent ingestion of blueberry extract helped preserve the structural integrity of the retina in older subjects, even when exposed to oxidative damage. This explains why blueberry juice is so remarkably effective. It doesn't just decelerate decline, it actively supports cell regeneration in the exact systems required for clear thinking and sharp vision. One of my patients, Helen, 74 years old, shared with me that reading had become intensely frustrating. The text would blur, and her mental processing felt significantly slower. She began incorporating blueberry juice every evening. Within just a few weeks, she was back to enjoying her crossword puzzles, focused, sharp, and happy again. If you are interested in trying this method, here is my counsel. Use either fresh or frozen wild blueberries, roughly one measuring cup. Blend them with a small amount of water or use half a banana if you prefer a thicker, smoother consistency. Consume it in the evening, ideally about 90 minutes before you plan to go to sleep. This is the critical window when your brain initiates its nightly repair cycle, allowing these potent nutrients to immediately start their work. Blueberry juice will not instantly solve every problem overnight, but when you consistently supply your brain and eyes with the correct building materials, they will respond. They rebuild, even following years of wear and tear. We have saved one of the most unexpected juices for our final selection. It is green, unassuming, and quite possibly represents the ultimate natural remedy for both aging minds and fatigued eyes. We are going to explore the benefits of spinach juice. Spinach is globally one of the most undervalued foods for the brain and eyes. When you extract its juice, you completely unlock its full, powerful potential. Spinach is a major source of both lutein and zeaxanthin, those two carotenoids that are literally stored within the macula, the core area of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. As we mature, the concentration of these protective pigments naturally diminishes. This makes the macula susceptible to oxidative stress, damage from UV light, and inflammation, the primary culprits behind blurry vision and age-related macular degeneration. However, spinach juice offers benefits that go beyond simple protection. It actively supports functional recovery. A study featured in the journal Nutrients in 2020 found that higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in the blood derived from consuming leafy greens were directly correlated with enhanced contrast sensitivity and faster visual processing speed, particularly among older individuals. To put it simply, you see clearer details and your brain interprets those images more rapidly. Let's move on to the cognitive benefits. Spinach is loaded with folate, a B vitamin essential for the synthesis of neurotransmitters, notably dopamine and serotonin, the brain's chemicals governing mood and motivation. More importantly, folate plays a key role in regulating homocysteine, a compound that, when present in elevated quantities, is toxic to delicate brain cells and has a strong association with cognitive decline. A randomized trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2018 determined that older adults with low dietary folate levels consistently scored lower on tests measuring memory and focused attention. When their folate levels were restored through dietary changes, their cognitive function measurably improved. Spinach also supplies vitamin K, which is necessary for maintaining the integrity of brain cell membranes and is involved in the formation of myelin, the protective sheath around neurons that allows signals to travel quickly. What makes spinach juice especially potent is its synergistic profile. It represents a perfect natural balance of antioxidants, anti inflammatory agents, and crucial vitamins that collectively work to protect, nurture, and even reactivate previously dormant neural pathways. There is one important caveat. Spinach contains oxalates, which can potentially hinder calcium absorption and might not be suitable in large quantities for individuals with specific kidney conditions. This is why moderation in juicing is absolutely essential. Here's my recommendation. Use one substantial handful of raw spinach. Combine it with either a green apple or half a cucumber to smooth out the grassy flavor. Juice it fresh and consume it during the mid morning or just before lunch when your body is best positioned to absorb its nutrients without interference from heavier meals. Even one small glass can deliver an immediate surge of clarity to both your vision and your thoughts. We have now thoroughly examined all four powerful juices. Each one targets a unique system, yet when used together, they create a robust, natural protocol designed to sustain your brain and eyes as you advance in age. Next, I will outline how to integrate them into one straightforward daily plan. It is the very same system I recommend to my own patients. It is easy to adhere to, gentle on a sensitive digestive system, and formulated to be effective, even if you are beginning this regimen later in life. Since you now have the knowledge of the four essential juices, let me demonstrate how to incorporate them into a mild, uncomplicated routine, a structure you can maintain every day, regardless of a hectic schedule or a sensitive stomach. The core principle is to align with your body's inherent rhythm rather than fighting against it. Your eyes and brain undergo their most intensive repair while you sleep, but they also experience periods of peak activity throughout the day, particularly during the morning and late afternoon slump. Here is how to bolster that natural cycle. Begin your day with the carrot juice. Consume it in the morning, shortly after you wake up. It supplies your retina with the necessary vitamin A and carotenoids required to reset and establish focus for the day ahead. If you need to take medication, you can drink it after your initial light meal. In the early afternoon, typically between 2 os and 4 os p.m., that is the ideal time slot for your beet juice. This window is exactly when your energy often dips and your circulation tends to slow down. One small serving can rapidly restore mental sharpness and enhance blood flow precisely when your brain needs it most. In the evening, approximately 90 minutes before you intend to sleep, drink the blueberry juice. This timing helps trigger the antioxidant pathways in your brain, increases BDNF, and protects your retinal nerves while you are resting. So, where does the spinach juice fit into this schedule? Spinach is best consumed earlier in the day, around mid morning, or alongside lunch. The folate, vitamin K, and lutein support both the balance of your neurotransmitters and the repair of your macula, and they are absorbed more efficiently when your stomach is neither completely full nor entirely empty. You do not necessarily need to drink all four juices every single day. Feel free to establish a rotation. 2 juices a day is perfectly sufficient, or you can choose to focus intensely on one for a full week before switching. The critical factor is absolute consistency, not striving for an unattainable perfection. These juices are not a miraculous cure all, they are simply powerful, natural tools. But over time, they meticulously restore the small, vital internal systems that modern life gradually erodes. The delicate blood vessels in your retina, the critical communication lines between your brain cells, and the memory circuits dulled by chronic stress, inflammation, or simply the passing of time. You might not perceive the difference on the very first day, but remain committed because true healing is not a one night event. It occurs when you make the conscious choice to support your body consistently, little by little, day after day. If you are questioning whether it's truly too late to start, I will address that concern in the final moments. Because regardless of your current age, no matter how long your vision or memory may have been declining, there is absolutely still a path forward. Let me show you what that future looks like. If you have stayed with this video until this point, allow me to first express my sincere gratitude. Your presence here communicates a great deal about you. You are not just seeking another generic health tip, You are here because you possess the belief, or at least the strong hope, that it is not too late for you, that your sight can still clarify, that your memory functions can still be regained, that your physical body, even now, retains the ability to regenerate. And you are completely correct. For more than 30 years, I have worked closely with older adults, some in their 60s, others well into their 80s, who genuinely felt they had lost too much to ever recover. Too many forgotten names, too many frustrating blurred lines, too many instances of feeling disconnected from the world around them. Yet I have witnessed how the most minor, consistent daily decisions have the power to completely reverse that trend. A cup of carrot juice each morning, beet juice in the afternoon to fully awaken the brain, blueberry juice before bedtime to help your neurons rest and regenerate, spinach juice during the day to nourish both your focus and your eyes. This is not a sudden magical fix, but it is momentum. And momentum is often the only thing your body truly needs: consistent, mindful assistance. So, if today is the day you make the decision to try, even if it is only one juice, even if it's just one simple modification, you have already accomplished something profoundly powerful. The undeniable truth is this: your brain and your vision have not given up on you. They are simply waiting for you to provide them with the foundational elements they require. And that process starts quite simply with what you decide to pour into your glass. Thank you for allocating your valuable time to me today. If this video offered you anything of value, some fresh knowledge, a renewed sense of hope, or simply a new approach, I would be honored if you would click the like button and share this information with someone you truly care about. And if you desire more scientifically grounded, gentle methods to maintain sharpness and strength after 60, please consider subscribing to the channel. We upload new videos every week, always created specifically for people just like you. And please use the comment section below to let me know, have you already tried any of these powerful juices? Which one are you most eager to incorporate? Let's continue this journey of learning. Let's continue the healing process. And above all else, let's continue to hold the belief that our best years are still within our grasp. I'm Dr. William Lee. Until our next session, please stay well and remain curious.